Hello. Today I am going to share with you a story of an ex-army person. Before we move on to the story, click on the link below, subscribe to my YouTube channel, stay connected. So post-retirement, this man was working in a bank. He was posted in a processing center. One fine evening, he was about to leave for home along with his other two staff colleagues, and he gets a call. A little reluctantly, he takes the call and gets to understand that there is another army veteran on the other side. So he had to take the call. And the other army veteran, was obviously irritated, obviously furious and angry. He was kind of fed up. And the reason was his son's pension was not getting settled. And as this army person who was in the bank inquired a little more, he understands that this is the pension of their only son who was in the army, and his name was Manoj Pandey, Captain Manoj Pandey. And this name rings the bell. And the reason, Captain Manoj Pandey was given Paramveer Chakra posthumously after the Kargil war was over. And now this man who was in the bank, he realizes that he has to do something. He tells the army veteran that I'll get back to you in a while. So the call is cut off, and he talks to his staff members and says that let's find out what is it about. And they quickly check it out. Yes, there were arrears to be paid, about 8 lakh rupees. And now this army person who was in the bank, he calls the army veteran and says, yes, we have got some details, and let me assure you, we'll work on this on Monday and you will get the credit on Tuesday. And when the call is disconnected again, he talks to his staff members and tells them about Paramveer Chakra, about Kargil war, what was it all about, and how the whole country was protected by all those who were fighting the war, and says we need to go out of the way to do something. And his staff members get ready for that. So they open their systems again and they do all the calculation and find out that this is the pension to be payable to his parents. And the dues were about 8 lakhs, as I mentioned earlier. And they said, okay, let's do this. Let's do all the calculations now and release the credit right now itself. And they stretch themselves, and it takes about an hour to do the whole calculations. And the amount is credited to the army veterans account at about 9 p.m. And after doing the credit, he calls the army veteran again and says, the job is done. And when he gets to know that the work has been done, he says, perhaps this is the biggest tribute that I've got for my son today. You could have waited till Tuesday, but after understanding the whole scenario, you went out of the way, your team members went out of the way to do this for me. I'm so grateful to you. And it did not stop there. This ex-army person who was in the bank, he made his staff members talk to the army veteran, father of Captain Manoj Pandey, and they were able to pay their respects to him. So what does this story teach you? One of the lessons that I get out of this is, do you empathize with people? Or do you give them reasons not to do the work? How do you respond to these kinds of situations? Do you stretch yourself? Are you able to align your team members to stretch themselves when that situation demands? And are you able to create lifetime memories for people on the other side? Yes, all this is possible, but only thing is you need to have a heart that reaches out to others to help and support.